Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising, welcome to Ethernal Realms and welcome to your June tarot reading. There is also an astrology reading if you're curious to find out more about it. It will give you a lot more context of what's happening in this month ahead. So let's get into it. What's your first major highlight is pay attention to your work with desk. Okay, then we have the second major highlight as vacation. That's interesting. And we have the third major highlight as wealth, career, finances, and relaxation, everything coming in here. We have the Eight of Wands clarified by the Emperor. This again puts you in that leadership position. You get to decide the plans. You are making the choices and decisions in some way. You might also be an authority figure of sorts, like a boss or a manager or something of that sort that is going to put a lot of decision making in your hands, and you have to take into account different topics or different viewpoints in order to make the best choice. This can also indicate travel plans, and we do see vacation. So you might be making some bookings here. You're connecting with people, asking around who wants to come with you, or if other people are coming in, maybe you're asking for details so you can make the bookings. Next we have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Hierophant. Okay, so there are some choices that are coming up here. I'm hearing alternative healing modalities or alternative teaching methods. So if you are in that authority position, you might be thinking about how you can reach out to, more people and make them kind of understand what it is you're doing. Or this can also be just your self-healing. Maybe you're trying to figure out different diet plans or different exercise routines, maybe trying out different healing modalities, as I mentioned, like Reiki or hypnosis even. Now, on another level, this can talk about you're pondering about tradition, and you're wondering if that's the best way to go. So traditionally, we're supposed to, finish college or finish school, then go to college, and then we have to go to work 9 to 5 for the rest of your life until retirement, something of that sort, right? So does that make sense? And the same applies for, your relationships as well. This is the type of person that I should be with, or this is the relationship dynamic I should be with, or should be having, but does that make sense for you anymore? So again, you're in that choice point, you're making certain decisions, and this can even apply to like your holiday destinations. Usually everybody goes to a specific place, so does that mean you have to as well? Then we have the Knight of Swords, which can indicate air travel. It can also talk about lots of messages and communication coming through. And we have the Empress coming through as the clarifier. So you're determined to make, self-care, self-love, and other things of abundance your priority. So if taking some rest and some time off is the best way to replenish your energy, then that's what you're determined and going forward with. You're very bold in expressing yourself as well. So if you need to have holiday, you're not going to be shy to express that. Also, it indicates that you are being a maternal figure in some way, and you're taking care of, let's say, your garden or your family or other loved ones, and you are going to visit them. And so the vacation is going to be towards your home or towards other loved ones, and you're very excited for this adventure. There is a level of boldness, and this boldness is coming from a place of trust. So you believe in yourself, you believe in your choices, and you're trusting your intuition that whichever direction you are moving towards, be it in your work or in your vacation, it's going to be the best choice ultimately. So you're trusting your logic, but you're also believing in your intuition, and that's honestly the best way to operate this month. And we also have the Sun moving into your zodiac on the 21st onward, so it begins your season. And with the Emperor and the Eight of Wands, it immediately puts that spotlight on you as to what do you want. People might come to you for guidance and ask for your viewpoint, and they want to have their services from you. You're just more recognizable at this time, so your decisions and your choices are going to be, more important compared to usual. Next, we have the Five of Swords clarified by the Justice. Okay, this can be quite literally, this talks about frustration regarding a legal battle, Or this indicates that if you're not taking care of your mind, you can feel very imbalanced quite easily, especially towards the later half of the month. There's a lot of squares going on with Gemini and Pisces, and that can be a little bit annoying because we do have the 9th house activation with Pisces over here for you if we go by the rising sign. Okay, so there can be some annoyances here. Maybe you have to go over some documents and have some conversations again with the necessary people to make sure that everything is still clear and on track. There can also be someone else intruding in the whole situation. Let's say you're trying to get a divorce and someone else is testifying and saying no, you should not, the Cancerian should not get the children or the property or whatever the case is, right? And that can be a little bit annoying because it's unfair in that way, but you have to take some time off to kind of recuperate your mind. That's like very, very important. I keep repeating that because that is going to help you deal with whatever fast-paced energies are happening this month. And so far, everything is fast. Okay, so far everything's fast. Even with the 7 of Cups, yes, there are many choices, but they expire at some point. For example, you have like discounts going on, but the discount or the offer gets over in like 2 days, so you got to make your decision fast. Something of that nature is coming through, so you have to really, really tune into that logical side and also your intuitive side. So the more you keep your mind clear, the easier is it that you can deal with this month very well, because the general energy is quite abundant, right? Finally, we have the Page of Cups with the Ace of Wands coming in. So this indicates you're feeling very light and inspired by life. So regardless of what the annoyance might be, it seems temporary. And 5s usually indicate that there's some adjustment needing to be made. It's not the end all for all type of situation. So you can, present some more proof, or you can talk to some other people who would be by your side and things like that. Even if it's a hassle, it's not really such a big deal that all is lost, right? So once again, Page of Cups indicates that you are feeling artistic, you're intuitive, and there is a sense of love and support that you feel from the world around you. It's not by specific people necessarily, but it can be through the universe, and the universe is sending you the right people and the necessary help that you deserve in that moment. But the Ace of Wands indicates that it feels as though you have a new lease on life, or you have this brand new idea and it's just so exciting that you want to see it through, you want to follow through with that and see what comes out of it. And for some of you, this also talks about manifesting your partner, if that's something you're looking for. So while a relationship may not, in the love life situation, while a relationship may not work, you still have a very lovely sense of self-esteem. You're not beating yourself down. You're not hating on yourself in any way. So the choices just open up to you. The world is open to you. So you take on that leadership role. You're like, okay, I'm going to make the choice that is going to be the best for me and also the other person. So you're not going to force someone else to be with you, because if they are not happy, you won't be happy. And the same applies to you. If you are not happy, then they won't be happy, and the dynamic does not work once again. Some of you can be interested in some solo adventure. Yeah, you might want to go explore something or meet new people, try out new cuisines, or something adventurous like that. It's not something too drastic like skydiving necessarily, but it's still something new outside of your comfort zone that is quite exciting for you. Okay, then we have make a mission statement for your soul, and we have ambush fear with your ferocious dream. So these two are very strong-willed cards, and that's very exciting. You are making certain goals, and this can be like taking that adventure as well. So a promise that you have kept that you've made to yourself, you're keeping this month, and you're not afraid to make bold choices and difficult choices as well. Even though this is not an everyday thing, right? Not every month are we taking major decisions, but in this month it seems like you're taking some in order to ensure that you're feeling happy and rejuvenated throughout the month. So taking a vacation could be one of those bold choices because you generally pay attention at work and you don't usually take a break. But now you feel like you absolutely deserve it and people would be willing to offer you that chance as well. So yes, you're taking charge, you're taking matters into your own hands, you're not letting other people dictate how things are going to work and how things are going to flow. There's just a very lovely increase in your finances as well. Venus is coming into Leo, into your second house. Again, I talked about all this in the astrology video, so if you want to check that out. But I do mention that there's some finances that can be growing, or you're feeling differently towards your wealth, and therefore your outlook towards that and your self-worth as well is increasing throughout the month. Okay, so let's see your astro dice, see what else we get for Cancerians in the month of June. We have the moon in Taurus and the 8th house. Okay, so some fears and insecurities that have been ongoing for some time that can be calmed and soothed in this month, so you're figuring it out, or you're finding a sense of stability and comfort as well. And Taurus corresponds to your 11th house of friendships and network. So there can be some breakthroughs regarding this, or there's a change in your network situation. Maybe the type of people you connected with before are not going to be the same anymore because you're meeting new people, or you're connecting with your existing friends in a completely different level. For example, you might have made friends in school, but you're no longer in school. So now the conversations you are going to have is not going to be, hey, did you do your homework, or what did you watch yesterday, or right? It's going to change, it's going to be different. So but either way, you're definitely feeling more comforted by this. And there is also a chance that if you have female friends or people who identify as female or feminine, they are going through some changes themselves, and you are there to support them, and they're kind of looking up to you for your guidance as well. Now, if you're interested in therapy, you can find, or you are going for therapy already, you can find a lot of benefits that are going to help you in your emotional sense of well-being, and also how you treat yourself on a physical sense. Okay, so how much time do you spend cleaning, washing, combing, or the type of food that you eat, the exercise you get, things of that nature, which are more to do with your physical body, can come up here. Some of you can take up running, for example. Okay, the aerobic exercises or cardio, these things can be very exciting for you, or you feel especially drawn towards that, so you can be going for those things, and it actually ends up inspiring you and uplifting your energy. So that's what I have for you, Cancerians. Thanks for being here. I hope the reading helps you out. Let me know your thoughts. If you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box and the comment below. I will see you some other time. Until then, take care. Bye.